Hello, it's Ashley here from Paper&Twine, and I'm going to do my tag for the hashtag PT Tag Club. That means today you may see 2 videos from me. I'm really sorry. Choose which one you want to watch. Please don't feel you have to watch both or any or whatever. I'm just wittering on now. Anyway, I have cut myself some mixed media, or the artist media card from that Hazel stocks. It's beautiful. I've cut 2 and stuck them together, snipped the ends off for my tag, because I'm going to do a double-sided tag and I'm going to throw some bits and pieces at it. So I'm going to do deep first. I'm going to do both prompts. I was really, what's the word I'm looking for? Not inspired at first, and I've seen a sneaky peek of a couple of your videos, and I know that some of you have sent me photographs. I haven't looked because I don't want to be influenced, but I will look after this. So I thought that I would use this lovely stamp from Lavinia, which is the mermaid Althea, because you see them in the deep. And I did see Andrea, the Cumbrian Crafters video, I think, and she had done an ocean scene, which was my first thinking of what I was going to do. But let's just pop our mermaid where I think I want her. So that's about the right way, and I'll probably punch my hole there. So I am going to do her in black. I did think about doing her in twilight, but I am going to do her in black. So let's bring out my VersaFine. I've got my scraggy cardigan on, which I love. The cat's just had her claw caught in it. She went for me and she couldn't retract her claw, and I've got this string now, so the cardigan looks even more scraggy than usual. And I am trying to get all of this in shot. I don't expect Jackie will be watching this. She tends to not watch my tag videos, but Jackie did make a comment. I couldn't see, it was in one of the card videos, Clean and Simple cards. I couldn't see everything. I don't know what it is. Husband borrowed this mount that I've got, that I put my phone in for filming. Borrowed it about 10 days ago, and I've just not been able to get in shot as I used to be. It's Sunday, the 2nd of November, as I'm filming this, and it has been gloriously sunny, and the sun has just gone behind a cloud. So I've opened my shutter, and if I have to stop suddenly because my daughter has come home. My eldest daughter, one of her friends was getting married yesterday in Gloucestershire somewhere, and daughter's coming back to stay with us just to break the journey up. Look at that, dreadful. Now I'm going to have to work harder than I would normally, although do you know, I actually quite like that effect. I'm going to have to work harder than I would normally, because this is a raised paper that I'm working on, and also I think that my ink is running out. I've had this for so long though. I went to an acquaintance's for the afternoon on Friday. She had inherited some craft supplies from a friend's mother who sadly passed away, and her friend said, take it, take what you want. And she donated a lot to nurseries and primary schools, but kept some stuff and didn't know what it was. So I went round to help her identify things, and I was saying, you need a good black ink, and that is my daughter just come back, so bear with. There we are, beautifully stamped, even if I say so myself. To confess, I did colour in a little bit with the black pen because I couldn't quite get her, but beautiful this, isn't it? Can you imagine if you'd got if you're really good with stickles, you could stickle all that, which is lovely. So what I'm going to do now, I've got these, which are Jamie Rogers Enchanted Sparkles with mica. This is Stormy Skies. I'm going to sprinkle a bit on this humongous block, like that. You know what I'm going to do next, don't you? I'm going to spray with water. I don't know why I'm talking like that. Just had a lovely chat with my daughter for about an hour. And yes, she's just having a little rest on the sofa, watching a bit of telly. So I'm gonna put this under here actually, so I don't get my. Oh look, I've got a splodgette there already. I don't know. Let's cover it up. So I used to do this with Cosmic Shimmer, but I'm using the Stormy Skies because it's kind of like these do stain your fingers. Look at that. I need a wipe. I was going to put some green on as well, but I don't think I will. I'm going to add green another way. So, oh, look at the different colours that are in that. I'll go and wash that in a minute. Look like I've got some kind of disease again. This is dry, so I'm going to just mop a little bit. I did go ahead and punch my hole out as well. Now, one of the reasons that I stamped first was with mica, you get a little bit of resistance if you try and stamp over it. So that's why I've done that. Now, I've got a couple of things that I want to add. I want to do a little bit of stenciling with this. And that's not quite the right colour. I want it to be more chipped sapphire. It looks like it's got a bit of purple on it. Let's bring a little bit of... So it's like little bubbles going up. Come off the page. Oh, that's better there. And a little bit here under her tail. And that's what I'm going to do with that, I think. Then I have got this one from Lavinia. And I want to add like some weeds almost. And I don't know whether I've got any ink on this brush. I might have to pause you and go and get some more. So it's like foliage. Just subtly in the background. Bit more here. So I'm stenciling over stenciling. Then I'm going to do some more stenciling with this fish one. This is Funky Fossil. The bubbles one that I used was Funky Fossil. The other one was Lavinia. Let's get these the right way up. Right. Have you like that, and I'm going to go in really, really dark with my blue here. And here. And here. And a couple here. Oh, that's quite nice. Then, oh, we need some fish here. It's a bit bare there, but we'll go a bit paler. Oh, now that is a hot mess. Very much not clean and simple. If you've been watching my clean and simple Christmas cards, there's one thing I'm going to stamp, if I can find it. It's this little orb here. Let's give it a little bit of a clean on the back. It's not very sticky. Yes, I'm going to have to give my hands a really good soak. There we go. Now I'm going to stamp it in black. sit it so that it's just above her hand, like that. Look, I've got ink there. Doesn't matter, because we can sort that with a little bit of something else later on. That is all right. Now, there are a couple of things I'm going to add to this, but I want to do the other side first and let it dry. Very, very messy. The cat wants to come in. Hold on. Come on then, if you're coming in. Right, you can go away. You can go away. You can go away. Right, I'm just going to clean up and come back. Right, I'm back. I hope you can see everything. So, I'm now going to do square meal. And I'm going to do a similar thing on my background, but this time I'm going to use this golden yellow as a little bit of something for the background. We're not doing any stamping on this side. We're going to do some stenciling, and we're going to use some texture paste, I think. Okay, so just going to add some colour. You can see I've got a bit of blue there from where I was spraying before, and where I've still got some blue on my block because I haven't cleaned it very well. I've got a little bit of green, but I don't mind that actually. I'm just going to block that away. Okay. Now, the next thing I'm going to do, I've got this little stencil from Funky Fossil. What's this one called? Squares or something. Does it say on it? No. This is one of the earlier ones, I think. They do give a really intense colour, those Jamie Rogers. I think they are, I think there's 12 of them and I've got 6. So I'm not going to stencil lots. I'm going to go quite lightly. Come down this corner here. And a little bit here. Across the top. So these are my squares. Okay. And I think we'll have a little bit coming up there like that. And just a little bit there. So we've got 5 little areas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, the next thing. There are so many magazines that have got food in them, aren't there? This is from Sainsbury's magazine. You can get free magazines like Tesco's, Aldi have free food magazines. Their Christmas one is out now. Marks and Spencer's have got a free Christmas food one. But this is out of an old Sainsbury's magazine because I couldn't find anything that was quite small enough. But for me, a square meal is some kind of roast dinner. I'm using like a Pritt stick type glue here because it's quite thin. What I could have done actually was stick this down first and then stencil so that I've got some stenciling over the text as well. And I might go back and do a bit of that. I didn't get to the edge. It's not very straight, but it doesn't matter. And in fact, if I'd torn the edges, it would have been a bit more natural looking, I think. That will do for now. And I've lost the lid of my glue. There we go. So I am just going to come in with a bit of the stencil here. So if I line that up there, bring that down a little bit. And line it up here, bring it up from there a little bit. Okay, now, very subtle for me on this side. There's a subtle side, there's not so subtle side. Right, I'm going to use another stencil now, but before I do, I'm worried about if I add anything wet on here that everything's going to smudge. So I don't know whether this will work, but I've got this Distress Glaze, which is designed to kind of seal images. So I'm just using a round thing, and I'm just going to go round like this. Okay, there we go. Now the next thing I'm going to do, I've got this other stencil from Funky Fossil, and I'm going to just bring in an orange ink actually. So the first thing I'm going to do, I've got this crackle paste which is translucent. Oh, I'm going to bring in my palette knife and apply through like that, and another little bit here, and we'll come back when this is all dry. It's the next day now and this is dry. Can you see the little crackles? It's like broken glass almost. Now this with the microglaze has gone very weird. I think I might have used too much, and yes, the ink hasn't smeared or smudged, but you can see the text on the reverse side, which I don't think you could before I put the microglaze on. Interesting technique. Now this I think is also over time going to flake off, but we will see what we will see. Now in my dictionary I have gone ahead and I've found the word square, and there is actually square meal here. So have I got any water in this brush? Yes. So I'm going to kind of paint like that and then tear. And I'm just going to stick this down at the bottom. So the square, I've got a meal, like a roast dinner type meal, which is a square meal. It's good and hearty, isn't it? And I've used squares as a recurring motif, and these little bits of text will come in for something else. I'm going to pop that there at the bottom like so. And if I show you the other side, you can see that I've already gone and put a definition, deep adjective, extending far down or in from the top surface. And it's just a little bit torn there, which I like. I've also gone ahead and put a couple of glosses on there, clear glosses, but we want to do something to kind of disguise this. So I'm going to bring in my Posca pen, this one here. Give it a little bit of a shake. And we're just going to do some dots around there like that, just to disguise that heavy dark line a little bit. A little dot in there, a little dot in there, and just a few little dots here and there, just to add a little bit of sparkle. But as this is quite busy, I think that's all I'm going to do. So here is the first side, the deep. And here is the other side. Look, you can see bits are coming off all over the place. Don't quite know how I could seal that, to be honest with you. Yes, interesting. But, you know, if you don't try these things out, you don't learn, do you? But I do love how that's looking like broken glass. Anyway, come back on the 10th to see what the new prompt is for November. Thank you so much. I'll be back soon. Bye now.